Hello again, students. Last lesson we learned all about short and long vowels. We learned the sound short vowels made. We also learned how to mark them. Let's review one more time how to mark a short vowel and the sound it makes. Remember, while you're listening to my lesson, please go ahead and follow along. You will need a piece of paper to participate and write down things I ask you to write down. Okay? And you also will need to take a picture of your piece of paper at the end of the lesson. So make sure you are participating as we go through this lesson. So, like I said before, we are going to review the sound that short vowels make and how to mark them. The first letter that I want you to write on your piece of paper is A. Pause the video and write A and mark it as a short vowel. Also say the short vowel's name. If you put the letter A and it looks like this with an arc over it, you are correct. Great job. Now remember, the short sound for A is A. So A, and you mark it with an arc over it. The next vowel that I want you to write is E. Make sure you pause the video, write the letter E, mark it as a short vowel, and say the short vowel's sound. Go ahead and pause the video. Great job. If you wrote E and it looks like this with an arc over it, you did a great job. The short sound for E is E. So E, E. The next vowel that I want you to write on your piece of paper is O. Make sure you're marking the vowel short and saying its name when you pause the video. Great job. On your paper, you should have O with an arc over it. If you said the short sound for O is ah, you got it correct. Remember, the short sound for O is ah. O, ah. Now, the next vowel I want you to write is U. Pause the video and write U with a short vowel sound over it. On your paper, you should have U with an arc over it. The short sound for U is A. Great job. The next vowel I want you to write is I. Make sure you have the arc over it to show that it is short. Pause the video and write I. If your I looks like this with an arc over it, you did a really great job. Remember, the short sound for I is I. Let's go through each vowel one more time. Ready? A, E, O, U, I. And make sure you have that arc on top of each vowel to mark that it is short. Really great job. Make sure you are not erasing your paper because you will have to take a picture at the end. Now we are going to go through the long vowels. Now remember, when you mark a long vowel, it is not an arc over it, but it is a horizontal straight line. I want to see if you can remember. On your paper, write a long A. Pause the video, write a long A, and tell me the sound it makes. If your A looks like this with a horizontal straight line over it, you are correct. Now remember, a long vowel says its name. So A says A. Now, the next vowel I want you to write is E. Make sure you put a horizontal straight line over it to show me that it is long. When you pause the video, write E and tell me the long vowel sound. Great job! On your paper, you should have E, the line over it. Now remember, the long sound for E is E. The next long vowel that I want you to write on your paper is O. Pause the video, write O, and tell me the sound that it makes. Fantastic, guys. If you have O with a straight line over it, you are correct. O just says O when it is long. The next vowel I want you to write is U. Make sure you show me it is long by the straight line over it. Pause the video and write a long U and tell me the sound it makes. Great job. On your paper, you should have U. Now remember, the long sound for U is U. The last vowel I want you to make long is I. On your paper, write a long I and tell me its sound. Make sure you are pausing the video so you have enough time to write. Good. It should look like this. Now remember, the long sound for I is just I. Now I'm going to erase my board, but make sure you do not erase yours. Here in a couple seconds, I am going to tell you a letter sound, and you are going to write it down by either marking it short or long. Let me give you an example. I'm going to say the sound 2 times. You are going to repeat me, pause the video, and write the letter that you hear. For example, my first sound is A. A. Repeat after me, pause the video, and on your paper, you should have A with a straight horizontal line over it because it is a long vowel. Remember, when a vowel is long, it says its name. All right, let's do the next one by ourselves. Are you ready? Here's the sound. Ah, ah. Repeat after me. Now, pause the video and write ah. Great job, guys. On your board, you should have O with an arc over it. That makes the vowel short. A short O says ah. Here's your next sound. Eh, eh. Repeat after me. Pause the video and write eh. Fantastic, guys. On your board, you should have I with an arc over it. The short I says eh. Here's your next sound. Make sure you're repeating twice after me. I. Great job repeating. Now pause the video and write I. Great job. On your paper, you should have I with a straight line over it. Remember, when I says its name, it means it's a long vowel. Here's your next sound. Uh. Repeat after me. Great. Now write on your piece of paper. Great job. You should have U with an arc over it. Remember, the short sound for U is Here's your next sound. E. Now write E on your piece of paper and mark it short or long. Great job. On your piece of paper, you should have E with a horizontal line over it because I said E, and a long E says its name. All right, we have 4 left. Here's your next one. You. Repeat after me. Great job. Write U on your board. Great job. On your paper, you should have U with a horizontal line over it. Remember, a long U says its name. U. Here's your next one. Please repeat after me after I say it twice. Ah, ah. Please write ah on your piece of paper and mark it short or long. Great job. On your paper, you should have A with a arc over it. Remember, A's short sound is ah. Here's your next sound. O. O. Write O on your piece of paper and mark it long or short. If your O sound looks like this, you are correct. Great job. Remember, the sound O is a long sound for O because long vowels say its name. Here is your last one. Eh, eh. Please repeat after me and write eh on your piece of paper. If your looks like this with an arc over it, you did it perfectly. Remember, the short sound for E is eh. All right, guys, make sure you don't erase your paper, but I'm going to erase my board quickly. And I'm going to challenge you a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and write slides using short and long vowels. Your first slide that you are going to write is ba, ba. Repeat after me. Ba, ba. Please pause the video and write ba on your piece of paper. If your slide looks like this, you are correct. Remember, you need to mark if the vowel is short or long. Since I said ba, A is not saying its name, it's saying its short sound of ah. So I put an arc over it to show that it is a short vowel. Ba. If you get something wrong, go ahead and change your work, okay? I want to make sure you are understanding this, okay? Here's your next slide. Make sure you're repeating after me. Nigh, nigh. Pause the video and write nigh. If you have this on your piece of paper, you did it correctly. Remember, I says its name when it is long, so you mark it with a straight horizontal line. Nigh, nigh. Perfect, guys. Here's your next one. Meh, meh. Please write the slide meh on your piece of paper and mark the E short or long. If your slide looks like this, you are correct. Meh, the is short because E is eh. Okay. We're going to do 3 more. Here's your next one. Ray, ray. Repeat after me and write ray on your board. Now remember, this should just be 2 letters. If you have A with a horizontal line over the A on your board to make it long, you are correct. Now remember, A's long sound is just A. So, A, ray. Here's your next one. Heh, heh. Repeat after me. Great. Write heh on your piece of paper and pause the video. On your piece of paper, your slide should look like this. I short sound is I, h, h. Good job. All right, here's our last one. Ready? Listen to me and repeat after me twice. Zay, zay. Please write zay on your board, on your piece of paper, and pause the video. If you have this on your piece of paper, you are correct. Now remember A. The long sound for A is just A. Z, A. Zay. Really, really, really great job, boys and girls. That's the end of the lesson today. Now, make sure that you take a picture of the piece of paper you are working on for your teacher to see. Also, for today's independent work, you will be completing a worksheet that goes along with short and long vowels on Seesaw. Make sure you complete that so your teacher can check it. See you next time.